Welcome back. Today, we are embarking on a guided tour of California's most expensive and most mysterious public works projects. We're talking about a place where childcare centers are missing children, parking spots cost more than penthouses, and luxury is the new standard for social services. We've got two videos showing us a side of the Golden State that the tourism board probably won't feature in their next ad. It's a wild dive into what critics are calling the fraud industrial complex, where taxpayer dollars go in and, well, we're still looking for what comes out. Let's see if we can find some answers, or at least have some comedic relief.
It's Nick Sherry, our state, guys. Look.
It says there's 14 children enrolled here.
You don't care. This is my daycare.
Then where are the children?
You don't care.
Where are the children at?
It's not enough, Minnesota. You come here.
And we are off to a soaring start. I love the state pride defense here. It's not enough, Minnesota? You come here? It's like she thinks investigative journalism needs a travel visa to cross the border. Nick asked the most basic question possible. Where are the children? And the response is essentially a vocal performance of, I'm feeling very attacked right now. Usually, if you're running a daycare and someone asks where the kids are, you point to a sandbox. You don't call for backup. It's like a game of hide and seek where the stakes are state subsidies, and currently the kids are winning 14-0.
Urban Alchemy is one of the nonprofits that gets hundreds of millions of dollars from the California taxpayer. Urban Alchemy promised the city of LA that if they gave them millions of dollars, they would be building beds for homeless people. Let's go ahead and check in on that project, which a recent judge just called obvious fraud. Let's go.
The group received $3 million in taxpayer funds to build a safe sleep village in a parking lot that's filled with tents.
Welcome to the famous parking lot homeless shelter, where the city of Los Angeles was billed $200 per night for homeless individuals to sleep in a tent. By the way, half of the beds that they were promised were not built. A judge said this is obvious fraud, and at a charge of $5,600 per month per person in a tent, one of the most expensive rents in all of LA.
$5,600 a month for a tent in a parking lot. For that price, that tent better have central air, a marble entryway, and a dedicated butler to zip up the flap at night. I've seen luxury studio apartments in the Hollywood Hills with a pool and a view of the sign that cost half that. California has somehow managed to disrupt the house marketing so hard that sleeping on a literal rock is now priced as a premium subscription service. If this is safe sleep, I'd hate to see the budget nap package. That's probably just a cardboard box for $3,000.
Welcome to the Weingart Center, a nonprofit that takes hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars from the people of California and delivers
Homeless skyscrapers at a cost of $800,000 per unit, including lavish amenities like gyms, cafes, dog parks, city views, and art studios. The homeless in California live better than you do. The Weingart Center is at the heart of a federal investigation into fraud overpayment on properties for homeless shelters. A real estate developer bought a former senior facility for $11 million using a fraudulent loan. And then they sold it to the Weingart Center for $27 million the same week. That's a $16 million profit, leading to their CEO and real estate director to be placed on leave.
$800,000 per unit. At this point, it's not social housing. It's a boutique luxury hotel with a very niche clientele. An art studio and a dog park? Most working Californians are currently living in a 400 square foot box eating ramen, watching this like, wait a minute, I need to go lose my job and sell my car so I can qualify for the gym and the city views? It's the ultimate California paradox. We can't afford to build houses for people who pay taxes, but we can definitely spend a cool million to make sure the homeless high rise has better amenities than a Marriott. Truly, a monument to spending your way out of a problem while the problem just gets a better view.
We just had a whistleblower from inside of the homeless industrial complex here in California tell us that the entire system is rigged in order to get around federal law so that federal money can be used to house criminal aliens and their families. They buy luxury goods, they drive brand new sports cars, some of them are from Russia, Venezuela, Colombia, Panama, and they live for years inside of these homeless shelters, which are fraudulent and used to launder federal dollars to criminal aliens, and they come from all over the country here. And they said, you should check out Path in Hollywood. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the massive, used to be hotel that's happening all across California, where old hotels are being converted into homeless shelters. They're spending nearly $200 million a year in facilities like this one. Now, where's that money come from? 90% of all the money is your money. It's your federal dollars. And according to our whistleblower, there's no checks on who's getting this assistance. This is federal dollars going directly to criminal aliens, and they've increased. Look at the size of this facility. Look at this. And they say that the people living here drive Mercedes. Well, look at this. It's right there in the parking lot, a Mercedes. This place is locked down more than a prison. Path Villas, Hollywood community. And it's surrounded by luxury vehicles. I mean, here's another BMW, here's an Audi.
Look at the balconies. It's giving vacation rental, not emergency shelter. And those cars, if you're living in a state-subsidized housing and driving a Merc, you aren't experiencing homelessness. You're experiencing a very successful tax strategy. In the call, they say it's a lockdown to keep out federal agents. But from the outside, it looks more like an exclusive gated community with a very confusing valet service. I love how the villain of the story is apparently someone's well-watered balcony plants. And nothing says emergency crisis like a thriving firm and a German-engineered sedan in the driveway. So what did we learn today? Well, mostly that in California, efficiency is just a word they use to describe how fast the money leaves the bank account. Whether it's ghost daycares or the world's most expensive parking spots, the math just ain't mathing. What's your favorite part? The $5,000 tent or the $800,000 high-rise with a dog park? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It's free, which is a price point California clearly isn't familiar with. Stay sharp and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.